Hey guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. I'm back today at Dreamworld theme park in the Gold Coast. It's only been a week since my last visit, but I tell you what, there's been so much progress in Rivertown. It almost looks unrecognizable. There's that much work that's been done in 1 week. So we thought we'll come back today and give you another construction update on Rivertown. Anyway, let's go in now and check it all out. So why don't you come along with me and join the journey.
Jaggs Journeys.
I don't think you remember, not the way I do. It's getting late September, and I still think about you. But you're slipping through my fingers when all I want is to go back.
I'll tell you what, it is essentially the start of the school holidays. It is really busy here today. It doesn't look it behind me, but the front gate is very, very busy. Really awesome to see here at Dreamworld. Now, I'm just heading down to the construction site for Rivertown near the motor coaster end, and they have put in yesterday the sign. So the actual archway sign into Rivertown, the wording is still covered up. It was slightly uncovered a little bit yesterday, but it's up right now with the cover on it. Let's take a look. All right, so there it is. That is actually the archway into Rivertown with a Rivertown sign. It's covered at the moment, but that's it. It's in. Pretty cool. And right next to the entry, they've also put a Jeep in there as well, part of the theming. How cool does that look? So I tell you what, there's just so much that's gone in, and lots of plants have been also planted this week. Obviously there's a stack more to go in to give it the real jungle feel. This is absolutely looking awesome. I'll tell you what, there's a stack of work going on right now, so it's very busy down at this end of the construction area, which is the Murrussippi Motors. And as you can see, that looks so cool, the archway there, and of course there'll be the Rivertown sign will be up there under that plastic, and under that sign there it says "See the Temple," so that's pretty cool. Just wanted to zoom in a bit on some of the attention to detail on the archway there. How cool is that? I tell you what, definitely the detail is Disney standard or Universal Studios standard. This is literally something you would definitely see at an international theme park. So once again, the theming here is incredible. Look how aged it looks. It literally looks like it's always been there. Tell you what, it's so cool to see the actual entry archway for Rivertown now in. You know, can't quite see the writing yet, but it's under that plastic, and it's awesome to see that Jeep pets in there as well. From a theming perspective, looking awesome. Right, let's go and see the rest of the construction area from the Kenny's Forest Flyer queue line. It's definitely the best view of the whole entire area. Let's go check it out. You never know who you'll see here at Dreamworld. Alright, looks like I can just get into the queue line without pushing in. Now you can really see the amount of plants that have been put in since my last visit have really transformed this entire area. Now looking back at this angle, which gives us the whole view of Rivertown, you can see the quantity of plants. I believe it's in the thousands that they've actually been planting or are planting into Rivertown to give that jungle effect. I mean, look how many plants and shrubs and things are in since 1 week ago when there was basically nothing in here. How different does that look? It transforms the landscape. Imagine what this is going to look like in say 2-3 years time when it's all fully grown in. It's going to look absolutely incredible. I'm really still intrigued about this dark section part of Murrussippi Motors. I still believe there's going to be a water feature in there, might be a waterfall or something, only because there's definitely water pipes going into that underground or dark section there, and it does go down quite deep. It's quite a deep excavation that we saw initially when they were building that. By the way, they're flattening out the area now for the train tracks, so the train tracks will definitely be obviously getting relaid and put back again, hopefully soon as well. So they've installed the right envelope fencing, if you see there in between those posts. That went in this week since my last visit, so that's really cool to see that part all getting put in. And there's ride photo cameras installed around the track as well. Now they are actually working on the theming of the vintage cars, so they're putting the framework or roof on it now. As you can see there, it's getting done as we speak, and then all the theming elements will go on top of that. I think there's like a bird or a couple of birds going on there and some other things as well. Looking pretty cool. And there's light poles also installed now, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see what this looks like at night on this attraction. It's going to be pretty amazing. And look guys, even Greg Yong, the CEO, is here working hard on the construction site on a Saturday to get this this completely finished in time for the end of this year, ready for the holidays. This is going to be absolutely incredible. We cannot wait. I'll tell you what, doesn't the plants just make that massive difference here? Obviously, it helps complete the theming, and looks like there's still plenty more to go in. But geez, look at that. It's just the difference in that whole landscape is like, wow. So I can actually make out some words on the back of the sign there. Essentially it basically says, thanks for visiting Rivertown. That's on the, I guess, on the side facing in the land. But yeah, pretty cool. All I can say is, wow, how good does Rivertown look right now? That's why I had to come back another week later to show you guys, because the progress in 1 week was really significant with all the plants that's gone in, the archway, the cameras. They're obviously now building the roofs on the vintage cars as well. So there's just so much progress. I know they're pushing really hard to try and get this all completed for the end of December. It's awesome to see that Jeep at the front entry as well as part of the theming. That was really cool to see that. Anyway, let's go check out down there, Tiger Island. So it looks like most of the construction walls are down for the Tiger Walk, which is really cool. It's all open now, so I'm not sure when this is due to open. My guess is probably around the 26th or 27th, if not a week before. But we can step back now and really get a good view of this entire Tiger Walk. This is going to be amazing when this is open to see those tigers walking up through there. Alright, Alright, make sure you do come down to check out Tiger Island. This is a beautiful part of the park, and the tigers will be around relaxing or in the water, trying to stay cool in the shade, I bet. Alright, so as usual, we're going to head up these steps, see if we can see any progress today happening at this end of Rivertown or Jungle Rush. Usually we don't see too much more currently, so now it's all closed off. Let's check it out anyway, see what we can see. Well, last week there was a section up here still white, wasn't painted, but this week it's all painted over, so definitely not a sign or anything going up there. I mean, there is definitely plenty of work going on in this entire area, and also plenty of work going on inside this building. So this is Jungle Rush roller coaster, and there's a stack of theming and work going on for the coaster inside here. So unfortunately we can't see that, but let's just be sure there is definitely plenty going on in there. And the Jungle Rush roller coaster is still sitting out on the track there. It has been there for a while, but they have been doing testing as well. Now, actually out in the car park, they have delivered some more parts and theming to go in here. In fact, we've seen some snakes out there as well, and we believe one of the snakes is probably for the archway Rivertown entry sign, and one is probably for inside here and could potentially be animatronic. We're not sure of that, obviously, but yeah, it's cool to see all these large themed pieces now still arriving and getting installed. Now, I believe out of the two snakes we can see here, one of them I think is for Murrussippi Motors, and I think one might be for in the temple, potentially. These are not animatronic. These are just essentially set pieces, static pieces. I know I've said before, Rivertown is going to be really immersive, and it is. We are going to see so much detail, theming, storyline. We're going to see water features. Murrussippi Motors alone is going to be absolutely mad. It's just going to be insane. And what I believe they've got in store for us inside the temple for Jungle Rush as well is going to be magnificent. So let me tell you now, once this opens, you have to get to Dreamworld and you have to check out Rivertown. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so now it's time to go and get a coffee. Hey guys, I just want to give a really big shout out to Cameron and Basil, the Thane family, and Nick Emilian. Thank you all so much for buying me coffees this week. It really does help support my channel, and for that I thank you all very much. And if anyone else would also like to support my channel just like they did, the link is in the description below. It's also on screen now. By buying me coffees, definitely helps me bring more videos just like this straight to you. So one of the things that everyone talks about is what's next for Dreamworld once Rivertown's open. Obviously there's still some spare land at the side of the park, essentially where the log flume was, and also where the vintage cars also was. And let's have a look now just quickly. Currently obviously this land is no longer in use. We haven't checked this out for a little while though, but this is the old log flume site right here. So as you can see, it's kind of used for, I guess, a bit of storage. Maybe it's where they put things to be taken away for rubbish, that kind of thing. And the Coomera River is right there as well. So right along here, there's still plenty of space should they decide to do another attraction at some point in time. So there is obviously this piece of land here available for some kind of future ride or attraction. We'll check out the vintage cars now. I'm sure the gates will still be closed, so we won't be able to see in there, no doubt, but again, that'll be another area that will be utilized, could be utilized in the future. Log Flume used to also travel down here as well. Obviously they've taken out the trough and everything now. Used to go down through to that way there. So obviously this is where the entry point was for the old vintage car ride, which is now obviously closed, and the new Murrussippi Motors opening at the end of this year with Rivertown. We'll have a peek through the fence here to see if we can see anything more, but at this point in time I believe they're not really doing anything much with this area. So definitely no further work happening. You can't see anything anyway. There's a new fence down there where the old one was broken from the tornado. You can't see anything more down into this area, but once again there is definitely space down here for another attraction in the future should they want to expand the park. I'm sure though we won't see a major rides going in or more expansion for at least a couple more years yet here at Dreamworld. And from my last visit last week, now they've actually started putting more merch into this part of the store. They started expanding out. They've finished the floor down here, and as I thought, is definitely an expansion of the main store. Obviously there's still probably a few more things to happen in here, maybe some fixtures and fittings. This looks pretty cool, and of course got the photo center still here, and then this leads now to park exit to the Lego store, of course. By the way guys, for the Dreamworld night markets, they've now got a brand new entry with neon lights, new signage. I tell you what, it looks absolutely awesome. It is daytime, but when this is at night, it looks absolutely amazing. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for my look today here at Dreamworld theme park in the Gold Coast. Great update I feel today for Rivertown. So much more progress since my last visit in just a week. I tell you, the area has really transformed. More pieces have gone in, and I believe there is even more major theming pieces still to come and get put into Rivertown and inside Jungle Rush and Murrussippi Motors. So really exciting to see. We'll try and pop back weekly if we can, right up until Rivertown actually opens, to keep you guys updated. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram also for photos that I drop during the week, also to keep you updated between my weekly videos. Anyway guys, if you did like this video, please give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to Jaggs Journeys to keep the journey going. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.